Grandpa, tell me a story.
You little bastard! Why do you keep bothering Grandpa? Can't you see Grandpa's getting ready to play his Farmville? You little bastards always coming around and bothering Grandpa. Grandpa wants to go over there and play his Farmville and mow his lawn and milk his cow and pay Zanga $20 so that my tractor works. And you little bastards keep coming over here and bothering Grandpa. Grandpa doesn't care if you're hungry or need fed or potted yourself. Grandpa potties himself on a daily basis. Do you see Grandpa running to you every time he needs changed? No, he has a nurse for that comes in and changes Grandpa. So Grandpa wants to go play his Farmville and waste his time. Because one time Grandpa was playing Farmville. It was a magic day, unlike any other. Grandpa was surfing the Facebook. He doesn't know why you call it Facebook because really there are nothing to do with faces on the Facebook. If it was a book of faces, it would make sense. But it's not. It's a bunch of people bothering you to play stupid games like Mafia War and all this. But one day Grandpa was on the Facebook trying to get the damn thing to update because Grandpa is a studly hunk from Southern California who likes to surfboard. What? Don't judge Grandpa. Grandpa needs a 20-year-old just as much as any other 60-year-old man in a diaper. Anyways, Grandpa was trying to get the thing to update when all of a sudden Grandpa got a request to play a damn game. Grandpa does not play games. If Grandpa wanted a game, he would go out and throw rocks at frogs. That's the game Grandpa used to play, rocks at frogs. That's a fun game. You go get a rock and you throw it at a frog and you miss and you get another rock and you throw it at a frog. You'll keep you entertained for hours throwing rocks at frogs. Anyways, he got a game to go play Farmville. Seriously. Who the fuck comes up with these titles, Farmville? Is it a town made up of farmers? No, you have a goddamn farm. Anyways, Grandpa decided that, you know what? He used to be a farmer back in the good old days of the Dust Bowl. He farmed dust, because that's all you had back then. You didn't have corn or potatoes or carrots or pecans or dragon fruit. You had dust. For lunch, breakfast, and dinner, dust. It's what you had. You had dust. You go out, you farm some dust. Get some dust, bring it inside, put it on the plate. You got your dust. Grandpa was a dust farmer. So he thought, let's play this Farmville. It may make Grandpa reminisce about the good old days of dust farming. So Grandpa started playing. Grandpa waited 8 minutes for his goddamn vegetables to go. 8 minutes! What kind of game is this where you sit for 8 minutes a-twiddling your little ding-a-whopper? Well, Grandpa had to take his Viagra first before twiddling his little dinger-whopper. And if you kids move Grandpa's Viagra one more time, Grandpa's going to get mad because sometimes Grandpa wants to watch 18-year-old girls molest each other. He needs his little blue pills to do that. And you kids like to play with them. I know you think they're candy. You see Grandpa eating them all the time. But they're for his high blood pressure, damn it. Anyways, so Grandpa was watching this 18-year-old cheerleader porn and waiting 8 minutes for his goddamn plants to come up. And then it's like, hey, you know, you can pay this amount of coins to get done faster. And Grandpa's like, hey, okay, we'll get it done faster. I mean, okay, Grandpa can only watch so much cheerleader porn before he gets to the point where he's just like, I'm bored of watching cheerleaders get rammed by football players. So, I mean, then Grandpa has to go watch cheerleaders get rammed by, like, hockey players because they're cheerleaders. And, you know, that Bring It On movie would have been a lot better if there would have been some nudity. Grandpa went in there expecting nudity in the Bring It On movie. That Kirsten Dooku or Liza Dunce, whatever her name is, she is one sexy girl. And Grandpa could really, but he wasted a little he wasted one of his pills on that. Hollywood, if you're going to have a name like Bring It On, and you're going to have cheerleaders talking about how they're sexy, cute, and popular to boot, and not whores, there needs to be nudity. That's all Grandpa's asking. Anyways, he played Farmville. Grandpa was unimpressed. Zanga, you owe Grandpa $50. Do you know how many Viagra's that could have bought Grandpa? I mean, he's going to Canada next week, and he could use that $50. I paid you good money to harvest crops and do stuff in that stupid game. And I was expecting something in return, like the admiration of people on Facebook. And you know what Grandpa got in return? He got messaged by some 40-year-old woman going, hey, your farm looks really nice. Grandpa isn't interested in 40-year-old women. If Grandpa wanted 40-year-old women, he'd go to bingo. Do you think Grandpa goes to the strip club and puts dollars in those lovely ladies' young G-strings because he's interested in 40-year-old women? Well, some of them are 40-year-olds, and Grandpa, they tend to come to Grandpa more often than the hot young 20-year-olds. But still, Grandpa is entitled to a hot young 20-year-old stripper as much as anybody else. So what was Grandpa saying? In closing, if you ever need methamphetamines, always look for Mexicans, and never, if they ask you to go in the back and drop your pants, don't do it because it's a trap. Now get your